So the new trailer for The Crow came out, and it's got its big mixed reviews, and it makes me want to say, am I interested? No. Am I gonna watch it? No. Why? Because I'm not really big on remakes, and why would I watch the remake when the original one was just hands down perfect? And so I'm gonna continue watching the original movie, and I get to talk about it right now. And I gotta say right now is that The Crow was one of those films where I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. I mean, I put it in, I thought to myself, maybe or maybe not, it'd be a guilty pleasure for me. Nope, it became one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love this classic. So The Crow came out in 1994, and it stars Brandon Lee, who is the son of Bruce Lee, and tragically, Brandon Lee would end up losing his life in the making of this film. Anyway, he plays a character named Eric. He's with his fiance, and they seem to be having a good life, but then four men break into their loft, and, well, I don't want to go into details of what they do to the fiance, but they end up shooting Eric and tossing him out a 6-foot window, and there's that. They're both literally dead in the beginning. So you may be asking yourself right now, how is it that the main character is the main character if he's already dead? Well, apparently, according to the lore of the story, crows will take your soul and take it to the next life, or the underworld, or whatever they want to call it. But sometimes when a death is so horrible, so cruel, that the crow will end up bringing you back to life to basically right the wrongs. So in other words, he gets woken up, and what do we get? We got some sick, sweet ass vengeance. I'm telling you. And this movie doesn't even slow down at any point. No, it gets to the point right away, which I really did enjoy. All we really get is just like glimpses and pictures of what he and his fiance's life was like, and it was enough to understand that he really did love her, and now he's off to catch the four people that have done this to both of them. And I gotta say right now, Brandon Lee killed it in this movie. I mean, this is the movie he's mostly famous for due to what happened on set. But not only was he really good in this movie, he just looked cool as well. He had the look of if Batman and Joker became one character, and sprinkle in a little bit of Wolverine's healing ability, and boom, you got Eric from The Crow. And boy, I gotta tell you, I really miss 80s and 90s action because they really know how to pull it off. So anyway, yeah, that's the whole premise of the story. And for a movie that most would consider a cult classic, and now it's being remade, I just don't see the point of remaking it, because the original movie, in my mind, was 100% hands down perfect. It also have the bad guys of this film, the four bad guys that have broken to their loft, but there's a bigger side of what's going on. I mean, this city really does not look good. I mean, on that night in particular, there are fires all over the place. The criminal underworld they just basically chose this day they call Devil's Night, which is October 30th, as their night to celebrate, just cause so much chaos, just get the city out of control. And then in comes this guy that came back from the dead, cannot be killed, to kind of mess things up. And I love that when he gets started on his killing spree, that they don't really take him seriously. They just see him as a guy with white and black paint on his face. But as soon as the news comes out that he cannot die and he is taking them out one by one, they start to panic a little bit. I mean, seriously, if you would look at Brandon Lee in this film, you'd probably crap your pants if you knew that you were on his hit list. And I love the idea that the Crow would bring him back from the dead, not to start a new life, not to get a second chance of everything, but basically to do this one thing to right the horrific wrong that has happened to him. So in other words, this movie does have a purpose. I love the lore about it. I love the characters that are in this. So I gotta say, The Crow is hands down legendary. Man, I really don't like the fact that they are remaking this film. And the sequels itself are nothing to smile about. So just stick with the original Crow and you will be fine. So guys, The Crow, have you seen it? What did you think of it? Whatever you thought, comment down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.